Hey guys, when you're prepping a stockpile for the future, you want foods that'll be good for you. Foods that will last a long time and provide sustenance when times get tough. But in reality, there are some foods that are flat out bad for you, and you need to understand this. You need to be warned. Today, we're diving deep into 7 grocery products you should never stockpile. These are items that might seem like a good idea at first glance, but trust me, you're better off without them. We'll uncover hidden dangers, sneaky additives, and questionable sourcing practices that will make you think twice before hitting that add to cart button. So if you're ready to separate the good from the bad and make informed choices for your future, stick around because things are about to get interesting. Let's get started. Tuna. It's a pantry staple, right? It's a go-to for quick meals and snacks. It's convenient, it's protein-packed, and it lasts a long time. Plus, it's versatile enough to be used in salads, sandwiches, and casseroles. But hold on, not all tuna is created equal. There are some important things you need to know. We need to talk about mercury. This isn't just a minor detail, it's a big deal. Mercury is a heavy metal that can build up in fish, especially larger species like albacore tuna. These fish accumulate mercury over time, making them riskier to eat frequently. Now, a little bit of mercury isn't going to hurt you, but if you're stockpiling tuna and eating it regularly, those levels can accumulate and lead to some serious health problems. It's something to be mindful of. We're talking about neurological issues, kidney damage, and even problems during pregnancy. These are not minor concerns. They can have lasting impacts on your health. And it's not just mercury you need to worry about. Ever heard of escalar? This fish can sometimes be mislabeled as tuna. It's a toxin, sometimes found in fish, including tuna, that can cause something called scombroid poisoning. This is a type of food poisoning you definitely want to avoid. Trust me, you don't want to experience that. The symptoms can be quite severe. Symptoms include flushing, sweating, headache, rapid heartbeat, and even diarrhea. So what's the solution? How can you enjoy tuna safely? First off, choose your tuna wisely. Be selective about the type of tuna you buy. Opt for smaller tuna like chunk light tuna. These types of tuna are generally safer. They're lower on the food chain and tend to have lower mercury levels. Secondly, vary your diet. Diversifying your protein sources is key. Don't rely on tuna as your sole source of protein. Incorporate other protein-rich foods into your meals. Mix it up with other healthy options. This way you can enjoy the benefits of tuna without the risks. Maple syrup. It's a delicious and natural sweetener. Or is it? Here's the thing. That bottle of pancake syrup you see on the supermarket shelf might not be what you think it is. Real maple syrup, the good stuff, is made from the sap of maple trees. It's a labor-intensive process, which is why it's a bit pricier. But many store-bought versions are nothing more than glorified corn syrup concoctions. We're talking about high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, and a whole bunch of other ingredients you can't even pronounce. High fructose corn syrup has been linked to a whole host of health problems, from obesity and heart disease to fatty liver disease and type 2 diabetes. And let's not forget about the potential long-term effects of those artificial flavors and additives. So how can you tell if you're getting the real deal? It's simple, check the label. Look for the words pure maple syrup. If it doesn't say that, put it back on the shelf. Your health will thank you. Extra virgin olive oil, it's a kitchen staple, a heart-healthy fat, and a key ingredient in the Mediterranean diet. But here's the bitter truth. The olive oil industry is rife with fraud. You see, real extra virgin olive oil is made from the first cold pressing of olives. It's the highest quality and most flavorful, but some producers, even big-name brands, have been caught cutting corners. They're mixing in cheaper oils like soybean oil or canola oil, and they're passing it off as the real deal. And it's not just about saving a few bucks. These adulterated oils often lack the health benefits of true extra virgin olive oil. They might even contain harmful compounds that can damage your health. So, how can you protect yourself? First off, do your research. Look for reputable brands that have a track record of quality and transparency. Secondly, pay attention to the label. Look for the PDO or PGI designations, which indicate that the oil comes from a specific region and meets certain quality standards. Coffee. It's the fuel that powers millions of people every morning. But while a cup or two of black coffee can have some health benefits, certain types of coffee can be downright detrimental to your health. Let's start with decaf. Decaf coffee is often touted as a healthier alternative, but the process of removing caffeine can involve harsh chemicals like methylene chloride and ethyl acetate. These chemicals can leave residues in the coffee, and while the amounts are usually small, they can still have negative health effects over time. And then there's instant coffee. Instant coffee is convenient, but it often contains high levels of acrylamide, a potentially carcinogenic compound that forms when coffee beans are roasted at high temperatures. So what's a coffee lover to do? If you're going decaf, look for brands that use natural decaffeination methods like the Swiss water process. And if you're an instant coffee fan, try to limit your intake. Your health will thank you in the long run. Vanilla, the hidden truth behind this popular flavor. Vanilla, it's a beloved flavor in desserts, drinks, and even perfumes. But there's a dark side to this popular flavoring that might make you think twice before indulging. Natural vanilla extract is derived from vanilla beans, but did you know that a certain type of vanilla flavoring can come from a rather unexpected source? Castoreum, a secretion from the castor sacs of beavers, has been used as a natural flavoring agent for centuries. While it's considered safe for consumption, the thought of it might not sit well with everyone. Now, before you swear off vanilla for good, it's important to note that castoreum is relatively rare these days. It's more expensive to produce than synthetic vanilla flavorings, so it's not as commonly used. However, if you want to be absolutely sure that your vanilla is beaver-free, look for products that specifically state vanilla bean or pure vanilla extract. Protein bars, unmasking the sugar trap. Protein bars, they're marketed as healthy snacks, perfect for a quick energy boost or a post-workout refuel. They come in a variety of flavors and are often seen as a convenient option for busy lifestyles. But don't let the marketing fool you. Many protein bars are nothing more than glorified candy bars in disguise. The attractive packaging and health claims can be misleading. Sure, they might contain a decent amount of protein, but they're also often loaded with sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients. These hidden ingredients can counteract the benefits of the protein. We're talking about high fructose corn syrup, palm oil, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you can't even pronounce. These additives can have negative effects on your health. And here's the thing, all that added sugar can actually sabotage your health goals. It can be a hidden culprit in your diet. It can lead to weight gain, blood sugar spikes, and an increased risk of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. These are serious health concerns that shouldn't be overlooked. So how can you choose a protein bar that's actually good for you? It's all about being an informed consumer. First off, read the label carefully. Don't just rely on the front of the package. Pay attention to the sugar content. This is one of the most important factors to consider. Aim for bars with less than 10 grams of sugar per serving. This can help you avoid unnecessary sugar intake. Secondly, look for bars that are high in fiber and low in saturated and trans fats. Fiber can help with digestion and keep you feeling full longer, while avoiding unhealthy fats is crucial for heart health. L-cysteine, the hidden ingredient you never knew about. L-cysteine, ever heard of it? Probably not, but I'm willing to bet you've consumed it without even realizing it. L-cysteine is an amino acid, a building block of protein, and it's commonly used as a dough conditioner in baked goods. This means it plays a crucial role in the baking process. It helps to improve the texture and elasticity of bread, making it softer and easier to handle. Sounds innocent enough, right? You might think it's just another harmless ingredient. Well, here's where things get a little creepy and perhaps even unsettling. L-cysteine can be derived from a variety of sources, including human hair, duck feathers, and even pig bristles. Yes, you heard that correctly. Yes, you heard that right. The L-cysteine in your bread might have once been part of someone's hair or a duck's feathers. The L-cysteine in your bread might have once been part of someone's hair or a duck's feathers. It's a thought that can be quite off-putting. Now, while L-cysteine is generally considered safe for consumption, the thought of it might not sit well with everyone. It's understandable if this makes you uneasy. And there's also the issue of potential contamination. If the L-cysteine isn't properly processed, it could contain traces of the materials it was derived from, which could be problematic. If the L-cysteine isn't properly processed, it could contain traces of the materials it was derived from. This raises concerns about the purity and safety of the ingredient. So, if you're uncomfortable with the idea of consuming L-cysteine, there are a few things you can do. You have options to avoid it. First, check the ingredient list on your baked goods. L-cysteine is usually listed as an ingredient, so you can easily avoid it if you choose. L-cysteine is usually listed as an ingredient, so you can easily avoid it if you choose. Being vigilant about reading labels can help you make informed choices. Second, support bakeries and food manufacturers that use alternative dough conditioners. Many bakeries are now opting for synthetic or plant-based alternatives, which can be a safer and more ethical choice. So there you have it. 7 grocery products you should think twice about stockpiling. Remember, prepping isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. And that means making informed choices about the foods you choose to fuel your body. Of course, it's not simply just prepping and surviving, but it's actually thriving and being able to do it healthily as well. Thanks for watching, everybody.